We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Buccos enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
McCutchen.
And he'll step off. First pitch on its way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And they will get McCutchen at the bag as he's retired on the bunt attempt.
The second baseman,
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Kershaw has worked his way through more than 2,500 innings in his career with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Now the 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. 1 out, nobody on. There's ball 4.
batting third, the right fielder, Giancarlo.
Ready now, Giancarlo Stanton. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Settling in now, number 23. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
That's it. The third baseman.
Digging in now, Carlos Santana. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Santana just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Irvin Santana will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping in, number 99. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, number 99.
Now the pitch.
No, that's down.
Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 4 home runs and 6 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Another one sent foul.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game.
That's the ball. I got the count 1 and 2.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
At the plate now, Billy Butler. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The average sits at 294, 5 homers and 7 driven in. Santana looks in. Here he comes 0-1. Now that's popped up. Santana is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. Still no score. Chris Davis at the plate now.
Leading off to the plate, the first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
Oh, that's it out.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Josh Rutledge. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Number 99 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting in, the left fielder, Steven Durham.
Striding in, Stephen Durham. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Durham, 28 years old, normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. The 0-1 on its way. Popped him up. Number 47 over to his right, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Ramon Flores. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Flores.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Hit back up the middle. Gloved by Walker. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Michael Busch.
Stepping into the box, Michael Busch. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Lifted in the air to right field. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 45.
Next up for Los Angeles, number 45. And he's hoping to get things turned around here in April, entering play with an average down in the 220s. Santana gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit in the air to left field. Durham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, Irvin Santana. 9, 1, and 2 due up.
Number 30, Irvin Santana.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. A shuffle over to Kershaw covering to record the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutcheon. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1 and 2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Now batting, second base.
In now, Neil Walker. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Chopped toward the second baseman. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
We're back now for the Dodgers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. They entered this game near the bottom of the league in both runs scored and batting average, which has led to a lot of criticism of just about everyone involved. One player told me, "We don't deserve a lot of praise for the way we're swinging the bat this year," and that's been a real wake-up call. Most importantly, we expect way better of ourselves, so it's on us as the hitters to work together and figure this out. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So coming to the plate, Matt Davidson, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So now to the plate, number 47, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box, Clayton Kershaw. None out, runners at first and second. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
To the plate now, number 99, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. The 1-0 home, grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
So here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. With runners in scoring position this season, Castro is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Swing and a line drive, but just foul. This one's flared toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit. One run is scored. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Up next to the Dodgers, the first baseman, Billy Butler.
Stepping in now, Billy Butler, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. Line drive to center field. McCutchen is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ramon Flores.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Flores. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
3 runs already home here. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Durham comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Up next to the Dodgers, the second baseman, Michael Busch.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Busch, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Racing back the left fielder. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. 4th home run here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Now back, number 45.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it appears a change is on its way, as that'll do it for Irvin Santana. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Russell is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. At the plate now, number 45, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Pirates nothing. Now batting, number 23. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now batting, the third baseman, Carlos.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is a ball high and inside.
Count is 2-1.
3-1. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Josh Rutledge.
Digging in, Josh Rutledge. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Santana is off of first with 2 away. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. One left for Pittsburgh. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with LA's manager to discuss his thoughts on the Dodgers offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Matt Davidson.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Davidson hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Standing in now, number 47, as he'll take a look at ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
No strike.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two balls and a strike. Ball three. The 3-1. And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
The pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And he pops up the bunt attempt, and Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
The batter, number 99.
Ready once again, number 99, a hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Grounded up the first baseline. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Number 13.
Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. Durham is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third.
Now batter, first baseman, Billy Butler.
Into the box for the Dodgers now, Billy Butler, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Ball 2 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
6 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Liner toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's 8-0.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Into the box now, Ramon Flores, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Steven Jura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The windup and the 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. For the shortstop, Castro. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in, Russell. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And now a pitch on the way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now back, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
So striding forward now, Andrew McCutcheon. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
Whoa, that's down. That's ball 3.
Neil Walker would be next. And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Bush. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Strike taken up in the zone. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. And it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2. Even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Here's the pitch. Number 45 is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. One out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. The 2-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
2-1.
The 2-1 ground ball right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now back, number 64.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Davidson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Hit back toward the mound. Walker ranging to his right. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush him, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
From the stretch. Number 47 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
First and second now, one man out. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. From the stretch. Oh, and a comebacker. This could be big. To second for 1. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Here's Neil Walker. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number 99 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Number 45 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 23.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 23. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And he fouls this one off. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Stepping up now, Carlos Santana comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1, still 8-0. Ready for another chance. Number 99. He'll get things started here in the 6th.
Number 99.
Now here it comes.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Count even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The batter, number 13.
Digging in, Starlin Castro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the left fielder. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So now to the plate, Billy Butler, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Ramon Flores, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
One-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Drew Pomerantz gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Michael Busch, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two out here and a runner at second. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Pomerantz sets and delivers. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton giving chase. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 10-0 score. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, number 45, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. That's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Stepping in now, Matt Davidson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Chris Davis.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 2-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. A shuffle over to Kershaw covering to record the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Josh Rutledge.
Striding in once again, Josh Rutledge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Number 99 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The left fielder, number 5, Steven Durham.
Into the box, Stephen Durham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yeah. Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail in this one 11-0. Now at the plate, number 47. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher, number 47.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Hit to short. And that's the first out.
Next to the Dodgers, the pitcher, Whitehead. Good job.
One gone now in the LA seventh, and up next will be the pitcher Clayton Kershaw. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Line to the right side, and Kershaw has a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Jake McGee.
At the plate now, number 99. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Starlin.
Striding into the box, Starlin Castro. First pitch of the at-bat.
Inside, ball one.
McGee's ready. 1-0 on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Davis will put this one away, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave one, but they lead it 11-0.
Your attention, please. In hitting for Pittsburgh, number 17, Taylor Gutu. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 0-2 once more. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw's in control now, 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So striding in, Neil Walker. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just missed above the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. One and two now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail in this one 11-0. Number 47 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 47.
Standing in, Billy Butler. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The first baseman, Billy Butler.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
One-0 count. Here it is. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Here it comes, the 3-0. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Ready for another shot now, Ramon Flores. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Michael Busch, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, he's been shouldering the workload at the plate all night long. 2 RBIs here give him 6 in total for today's game.
So now to the plate, number 45. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Two and 0, here it is.
Ball 3.
Matt Davidson waits on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now in the box, Matt Davidson. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Popped him up. Walker ranging into shallow right. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 47.
Stepping up to the plate, number 47. A hit in 2 tries so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. McCutchen going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Number 22.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And he popped him up. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 99.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 99, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here.
1-0.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We played 8 full. Dodgers out in front, 13-0. Up next for the Buccos, Giancarlo Stanton starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, number 23.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 23. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Number 99 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Number 47 has a play, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
13-0, the convincing final score. The Los Angeles Dodgers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Clayton Kershaw earns win number 4 on the season and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Irvin Santana permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The loss goes to Irvin Santana. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.